Hexchess Paradise. Get the. One of y'all gotta move, bro. Get out of here, man. Get up. Move. Move. Okay. How about you come over here? You come over here. You come over here. You come over here. One of y'all gotta move. Thank you. That's so funny, bro. You know, Kaden likes to be Kaden.
Annihilate.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm not going out without putting up a fight. Can he not? Yes. Would he? No. I was about to be like, hey, yo, my damage is out. Oh! Look at that, so. We spend most of our lives living in. It's called practice, right? Yeah, that's what I said. It's called practice, right? Ophelia as well? Oh snap. Oh snap. He's about to charge. Ah, got him. Got him. Oh shit. Not true. I said the kid. Why am I getting hit by that every time I look at you? I feel like that's God. Bruh. You don't have to do this. Kirarane, we are one. That's rare, I know.
Wow, we got after one cycle?
That's tragic. I could
Wow. Oh my gosh.
That is sad. With the hood, jeez. Man, I ate so much I feel like I'm gonna pop. Uh-huh. I mean, it tends to charge through the middle, so it's like, yeah. Exactly. The generators exist, man. Uh, they've been in the darkness phase for quite some time. Damn. Panda is not having a good time. They're all in light in Panda. Okay, now's your chance to go play superhero. It's done, bro. Jeez. Yes. Damn. Oh yes. Lord Will boots. If I get the full Lord Will set, I swear to God. Oh wait, no, I'm not you. Never mind. Them dudes are side-eyeing you right now. They're like, this bitch could have did that all along. I went all the way to the far corner.
Bring them close to the chariot to rein him in.
Is there really a missing gear? Oh my god. Which TARDIS, bro? Korean told you that man was not having a good time, bro. He was not having a good time. Man was upset. %. Oh, he's a bitter man.
chariot to rein him in.
Yeah, this was not a good idea for me. This was not a good idea. This was not a good idea! Oh, shit.
War chariot, rein. Destroy his shield and subdue him.
That was not wise. Damn it. I fired the beam literally backwards.
Fight as one, in heart and mind.
Huh? Oh, gold drop.
But the king's will is absolute.
We spend most our lives living in a gangster's paradise.
You know, it's allowed to be better.
I told you. The man saw you side. The man saw you after what you did, and he side-eyed you. My dude was like, "Word, for real?"
This is the final record.
I don't know why, but it works. I know you like it at first. I got a lot on my nerves. I don't know why, but it works. She put it to work. Is this nigga high on the perks, bro? Wow. That's oof, that is a hell of a thing he did there. I'm not scared no more, but I way to go, but you ain't available. Say no more. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Like, what do you want? Want to hide in the storm?
Fight as one, in heart and mind.
It does not take a genius to figure out maybe it's meaningless. The signs are everywhere. Thinking that you always overthinking it.
The ice, it can shatter the king's shield.
Chick was seeking protection. We got 5 minutes till join siege.
This is all I have left. I'm transforming you into a pawn. Promote yourself to queen. Only then can you defeat the king.
Why do they make me? I do like no damage. I do like no damage. Oh. Frozen again. Niggas got me working overtime. I'm guessing the other person's frozen too. That's gone. Okay, well both of those guys are dead, which is nice. Where's other homeboy? Oh, he's right there.
Annihilate! We fight as one, in heart and mind.
Damn it. I'm not scared no more. I don't know where to go because you ain't available. Say no more. What are you waiting for? Huh? Thank you, Carrie Ronnie. Yep. Pardon me? There you go. And gang. Like I said, this is Prestige, right? Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. I was about to say. I was about to be like, this looks suspiciously like Mine Wars. My man really comes through here to violate like this on a weekly, bro. This reminds me of some Saturday morning cartoon shit. Like, aha, it's me again. Oh, god damn. Oh, god damn. Revive at campsite, please. There's a lot of things apparently. You know what? I'm gonna just do all my most powerful shit out the gate, bro. Cause if I'm gonna die anyway, yo, get out that red, bro. Get out that red. Out that red, bro. Don't even play that. Let that go. Alright, this man's he playing different games. As we can say, he playing wicked games. We gotta get to one of these things. Damn, people managed to get there already? Oh, I made it to one. I left my girl back home. I don't love her no more. But she'll never freaking know that. The freaking eyes that I'm staring at. He's broken. Now's a chance. What? How I randomly died went into the broken guy. Because I didn't what? Yes, I did. Oh, bombs I dropped. What the hell are you talking about? I was busy shooting him. I didn't know about no bombs. Oh, fudge. And volatile. Prick. Yeah, no, we don't play that one. Keep that mechanic. That mechanic is all you, my G. Freaking eyes that I'm staring at. You going back up again? Let me see that ass. Look at all. Is somebody already here? Oh, somebody's already there. You know what I hate? When they don't show you someone on the thing. So you said there are bombs? Oh, the one's right here. Wait, the bomb right in front of me? I can't break that. You know what? Let me leave the turret. Let me get the hell away from that bomb. Oh my god. Which is funny because I was shooting at that thing the entire time and nothing. Shit, man. Okay, gravy. Gravy, that's poutine. Flex the rainbow. Hit it like some Skittles. Gravy, why are you out of pocket? Gravy, stop it. Never take a L no more. Never take a damn thing slow. Gonna chase that dough and get money. Never, Get money. Oh my lord. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That can damage, bro. Man got me turning into Mickey. So he said there's bombs I have to shoot. Did we shoot him down? Great. Who's that? We won by a large margin. That's what happens when we show up. Yo, Souped is #1. Of course. Of course. Bailey and all these freakers. Yo, I made... No, I did not. I was about to say, like, I made something. I saw I'm 168. I'm like, oh, never mind. Never mind. Get money. Oh. Get money. Yo, Mu TV literally just went to plus his helmet right after that. I might want to go plus 14 his helmet. Mine isn't. Take an L no more. Walk the damn thing slow. Gotta chase this dough and get money. Huh? The Hexchesses. What, you mean you haven't done those characters? I mean, probably should wait because we still have Mind Wars to do. Mind Wars is at 9. Isn't it 2100 hours? Chase that gold and get money. I'm gonna lose myself. When we breathe stew, when we breathe stew, when we breathe stew. Yeah. Yo, Vil, what's up, my G? Vil popped up in chat to say what's up. See, Vil's a real one, son. Vil's a homie. It's been alright. I'm just doing my dailies here. Oh. Exploration tomorrow? Okay, that sounds good. Pace yourself. Don't overdo it. What you say? Okay, at least I know we're related. Said I new pack, stupid typo. So my schedule kind of lax right now. Oh wait, you haven't found a new 9 to 5, well not 9 to 5, but a new job since that last one? Uh, I feel you, man. So what you been mostly doing with your time? Just playing Wua? You're already 100% in 2 areas. Shit. I mean, that's clearly more than me because me and exploration, we're not the greatest of friends. The last thing I play a game for is for exploration. I mostly play games for PvP and dungeons or some form of boss content. Whenever they tell me to do exploration stuff, that usually goes undone unless I have to do it to get some kind of rare drop or something. Actually, Xenoblade is the only game that can get me to do exploration. I'll explain it. I'll do exploration in Xenoblade just because. And that's pretty much because the exploration is intertwined with the combat in itself. I need... let me think for a second here. What time is it? I have about 10 minutes. Okay, I should be able to at least work on one of these characters' stamina in the meantime. Damn, there's a lot of things I didn't do on this character. He was eating the car? Little boy, what's good with you, man? My man was eating the car. Yeah, in the beginning I was doing them for the astrites and stuff, but then by the time I hit Black Shores, I said screw it. For me, that is not enough. That is true. That is true. That is a drawback of being able to spend money for asteroid. You do not appreciate the free asteroid. The free 100 they might give you. Like, here you go, bro. Here's a quick 5 asteroid, bro. You deserve it. Don't spend it all in one place. God, her damage sucks. Honestly, I would rather if games, instead of giving me 5 and 10 and 20 astrite, it's like the lamest shit ever. You might as well just hold all of that and from one achievement give me like 100. I rather that. I don't like getting things in that small amount. It just it makes getting it feel less of an achievement. Oh wait, you can stretch the box. I'm a retard. That's how they do that. You can stretch the box. I always wondered why my box thingy was so small compared to all the blade maidens I fight. I thought maybe I didn't put a talent point in the skill or something. Get money. Oh, oh. Get money. Uh-huh. Die? I got 5 minutes. I could do one more run. Wait, did I ever put it on double stamina? I hope I at least put it on double consumption, yeah. Of course. He's having food fatigue. You know, okay, I feel you. Sometimes I get tired of chewing too. Shit, who said I got back to you? Yep, I'm on my Osmond. Gonna chase this dude. Hold on, sound like I'm getting sleep. What? Sleep deprived? Man, I feel like I'm always sleep deprived. Which is funny because it only ever affects me. Like, notice it happens every summer. Every summer I get drained so much that I just start falling asleep randomly in the day. What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait, he spelled. Oh, okay. Yeah. He was looking for it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I invited you for Mine Wars. Yep, it's summer, and every summer I have the same sleep. Sleep what you call it? Gives you one sub to a channel, your choice. Okay. It says I can't send again. Oh, you're already in my party. Get money. Mm-hmm. Gravy, why are you out of pockets? Gravy, stop it. You going back to work? Just dropping in? Oh, I appreciate it, fam. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I'm just doing these here events, but you know, it's always nice to hear from you guys every now and then. Well, that is true. Uh-huh. Kara said hi, by the way, Phil. Uh-huh. Pet rolls? Mine wars in progress. Fleet. Mine wars go. Uh. Uh-huh. Like, alright, that's not working. ¿Por qué censuraba F4N? There's indeed a chance of that. I'd be kind of wanting them drops sometimes, but well, not drops but rewards, but yeah. My thing is, isn't it supposed to like boot people out when they die so that other people can get a chance to go in? Are people just not dying? Oh really? What is that? Vroom, 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 vroom. Parkouring off the walls. Vroom, vroom. Sad because I could have just went to Ancient Battlefield at this rate. Would have been the same damn thing. Honestly, I would have gotten more from Ancient Battlefields. Said oven curry chicken. It's interesting. Of course. That was quick. Of course. Well, I guess no mine wars here. Could you imagine? Oh, looks like we got in. Still a fair amount left. 85% on the boss. Yeah. You capture the flags and you also try to destroy the boss. We are moving. Right now I'm in the middle underpass, and now I'm up on the opposite side, so we're up in the enemy camp. One life taken. So we currently have 3 zones captured, with the fourth zone being held by the enemy. What's up, man? One big question: using Electro on Magic Blade is a must? Is it? I not that I know of. No, I'm using Umbra. There's no advantage I know of that would give Magic Blade a reason to use electric over anything else, really. Actually, Electro or Umbra falls in the same category group when you're gearing, because they go in the same pieces. So I think if you are leaning to Electro, Umbra is also an option in the same way. Ho 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 ho! Come back! Come back! Oh, whatever. No problem, fam. You know, I always hold these skills, but there's actually no reason to hold it here unless I'm trying to not die by somebody and I want to have my skills available. But nobody tends to attack me here like that, so no reason to. Huh? Money Max died? Yo, who got money? I gotta watch my back. People be ignorant. Cause I know I'm ignorant when I'm in here. I'll be running up to people doing this and I just be trying to kill them. It's like, that's real villain behavior. When you're so paranoid about somebody doing something to you, you do to them all the time. Oh, this broke. One leg down. Now, can I go be an a-hole somewhere else?
Annihilate.
I mean, it looks like we're all working all legs, so. Oh yeah? Okay. Looks like y'all got him.
If you transfer enhance, does insignia for
Follow? Yes, it follows. If you use a flawless, well, no, you don't have to use a flawless. But yeah, the insignia follows. Is there fun over here that I'm missing out on or something? No? Okay. There is always one. There is always one.
Cleanse all. Sacred rain shall cleanse all.
Oh, I see another one. Flip, bro. Why do y'all? Jesus, yo. Oh, okay. All right. So the leg is down. We do have an issue with these people, though. And I got a kill there. Great. Almost hate that my camera is stuck in like a top-down view. Okay, and another kill. Ooh, big leg. Yo, you are brave. You are really brave. You're stunning. And another kill. Oh wait, no, I got an assist on that one. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna save my ult just in case. People be wilding nowadays. And where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Where did they go? It's right here. Where do you think you're going? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I thought, Amaranth. That's exactly what I thought. Ooh, man, there's some big damage going. What the F? Hey, yo. That's not good. That's not good. Yes, we take that insta revive. We take those. We gotta go back to middle and we have to go up the legs. Okay, that's a kill. So we have to make sure there's no one around here doing F-boy things. Two kill streak. You died? Where did you die? Did you die on top of the machines? I got you. There you go. Ooh, somebody rolled up on me from the back. This asshole. Ah. Not good, not good. I died, but I died in a somewhat safe zone if you could res me. Or somebody's gonna res me. Thank you, Demonio. Ah, damn. Did we lose? Victory.
We won. So what's the lowest price for yellow insignia? In your server it's 5 mil. Should you grab it? Hell yeah. Wait, which yellow insignia?
Depends on the one you're talking about. Really? Or is this just that much worse than everybody else? Oh, that's crazy. My server is constantly empty and the prices are really high. Damn, I even made it topless, bro. That sucks. But then again, we got in a little bit later than usual, so it's fine. Okay, so I got my Mind Wars done for the day. Oh, I'm 30k? I didn't even realize when I made 30k and I'm 55. What changed? I don't even know what changed.
Mechanical core? Hell yeah.
It's like that's like 10 mil on my server, and it's rarely up. Honestly, if I go here at any given point, these are like the only things that's usually up. Yo, Claudius? I want to try to jump in on that Claudius, but I don't think I got enough money on me right now. Let me check my alts for as much money as I can steal from them. Not to mention, gold prices right now for us is outrageous. Like this is how much it costs for 10 mil. That's wild. That could easily be down to like 2.4, 2.5. I only need 2.5. Damn it. Everybody's paying taxes today. It's tax day, guys. Pay what you owe. $1.6 for 10 mil. Yo, y'all got it good over there. Honestly, I'd be a whale if I was on that server. Yeah. The heck? She's almost at 3 mil? Yo, I made some good money in the last 2 days. I'll just take all of her money. Uh, 9.4 from my alts. Decent. That's pretty good. Let me see. This was for Claudius from my hat, but that means I would have to move my Andres to my. I think I have an Andres here. I gotta burn this one. So, if I can manage to get the Claudius. In my chest, I already have 3 Aphelias. In my gloves, I have 1 Leotids. I gotta do something about my Leotids. Gorm in my what you call it? Joker there. Tower there. Joker here again. I need 1 more Thunderbolt. That I'm replacing. And I have nothing in my seal, so I gotta get something for my seal. I gotta get 1 more Thunderbolt. I gotta get Claudius, and I gotta get yeah, that should be it. Ah, dang. Soup funded me. What? For 39 minutes. Oh yeah, I gotta burn my stem. Wait, I already used all of her stamina? Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Wait, so what server are you from, Imperial?
Looks like he left. bastard.
Annihilate. Fight as one.
Yo, what's up, Sako? I mean,
Sorry, Saba. Saka.
Saka. The SCA.
Oh, y'all only have one whale over there? Yo, nah, that's like the whole server here. I'm a very small fish.
Technically here.
Yep, everything is coming well. Everything is definitely coming well. How's your progress going, Sebka? Are you guys 60 yet? I'm assuming not, because I think, yes, this morning you said you and your bro were playing, but you guys were still leveling. Oh, you're 60 now. Oh, that's what's up. How much nullification you got? Because, you know, there's a carry event coming up very soon. And I'm looking for some people to carry through Hexchess. So what's up? You piece of crap.
Fight as one. In heart and mind.
Huh.
You want to change main to bounty hunter? Seems to be not main cause bounty. Oh, not away from bounty hunter.
What do you want to be, Gunner or Mistrix? Because Mistrix does come out in a couple of days. So if you are gonna change, I would say you should probably wait for Mistrix first to see what it's like, to see if you like it more, and then decide then. You know I got you, Kira. Actually, let me finish this and then I'll carry you through.
Annihilate.
This man is dashing, bro. Always hate fighting this
Heart
dude.
and mind.
Okay, so she's out of stamina now. That's good.
I'm done here.
Fair enough. I'm the same way. I usually don't like playing ranged characters like that. I originally liked her pretty decently, but then once I started PvPing and everything and I kind of got a good feel for the game, I went back to just not liking ranged characters. You're still on Kiana, Kira. Aren't you gonna change? What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Damn, I'm surprised you guys have it that good over there in SEA though, Imperial. I thought we all had the same shenanigans going on that we have over here because things are very expensive in this server.
the good thing is the game incentivizes you to play multiple characters.
That is true. Honestly, I never liked the idea of it, and it was originally a turnoff for me. But after putting it into practice for some time, it's a very good way for me to play this game. I actually enjoy it. Plus, when you PvP a lot, you kind of get to know the characters from the ones you play. So it's a great way to kind of be able to study them. Hey, yo, Kira, you know you can just like, I'm sorry, Kiana. Yeah, alright, Kira, you know you can just like hit the quick map. Actually, you did. Never mind. Ugh. Oh, you! Wow, it's laggy in here. Jesus, I couldn't even dodge. That's crazy. It's a good thing it's not gonna be much of a fight. Alright, keep it pushing. Hold up.
Scared to imbue gold insignias on Mirror Gold.
Yeah. It does carry, but if you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to do it. Like, you could just wait till you get the actual weapon. Can you take that one up there, Kira? Because that one follows you. Yeah. Oh, might as well go this way. No, that was too soon. Oh, forgot about that fireball. Let me go help this group real quick. My man immediately jumped into the next phase. My man said, I want none of that smoke you got right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's right there. And then we go to the annoying phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gotcha, B. Bro, not again. You know what? I'm going in. Oh, Jesus, that was a bad idea. Never mind. Never mind. Am I still playing WoW? Yeah. I have somebody doing my dailies and stuff for me right now, but I'm trying to come up with a different plan other than just making gameplay videos like I was normally doing, because the WoW community is not that interested in gameplay. So trying to figure something else out. Probably gonna lead more into guides, like guides and more like crafting videos, but not really necessarily like TOA clears like I usually do. Oh, still doing that, huh? What? He's dead? Oh, oh, that's tragic. He didn't even get to do his first phase.
Is absolute. The crystal of Atlan is our destiny.
Where is it? Oh.
This is the final record.
Yeah, I did not expect that one, to be honest, but good, because kind of a waste of time anyway. Right here, you're gonna come here anyway, so might as well. Thank you for the easy. Oh my gosh, I might as well just drop it. I don't feel like dealing with her and shit. Okay, she's gone. Ooh, my health. Not healthy. Ooh, my health is really not healthy. Ooh. Bruh, why you gotta be like that? Okay, she's gone.
Shatter the king's shield.
Oh wait, we gotta do the fire and the ice at the same time? Oh, that's fun. That's super fun. How are you? Oh, you know what? No, I'm not doing this with you. I refuse. Leave.
This is all I have left. I'm transforming you into a pawn. Promote yourself.
Who gets turned? Oh, I get to be the knight? Oh my gosh, I feel honored. What is this? They believe in me. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Thank you very much. De-transform me, guys. This is unnecessary. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll save the ult for her because I don't feel like dealing with her long term. You know what? Actually, the both of you can get it. Oh wait, no, he's still protected. It's not gonna be the both. Actually, now it's gonna be the both. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Oh, okay, that works. Yeah, never mind. That works for me. That indefinitely works for me. Why do they never kick me out after matches are over now? They always leave me in there and ask me, yo, you want to leave? Like, everybody else got to leave. Why I still got to be there? Yeah, the damage is disgusting. I'm not going to lie. Rotations in. Yeah, you say that, except I've made a lot of rotation videos in the past. The thing is, I want to say most people are looking for easy rotations. They're looking for like, yeah, they're looking for easy rotations. I tend to not like to make those so much. I rather make the advanced ones. So there's just not a large enough audience for that, from my experience. So I just kind of like lost interest in making rotations because it's rare people ever want to take on the challenge of doing something really difficult. They rather just do the one that takes less work, which is fair because a lot of people are playing on mobile devices, so they don't really, some of them just can't do it. And then it's not like, a lot of the times to come up with those rotations, it's not like it's easy. Sometimes I have to sit there for like a day and do a lot of testing and a lot of reruns and a lot of everything for it to not really do anything in the quote-unquote YouTube algorithm. But what can you do?
For what?
Oh yeah, I think Cultural videos tend to do well regardless, I think. Actually, usually when I make a Cultural video, when I make a Cultural video, I have no issues. Why? Hold on, I'm hearing myself. Yeah. When I make a Cultural video, usually it's no issue. They usually do well regardless. It's when I make most things other than Cultural, because people who look to play Cultural are usually looking to try harder at the game. People who don't play Cultural tend to not be like that. What? Thanks for the help. No problem, man. Oh, I missed an invite? I don't even know what that was for. But I probably shouldn't blanket statement and say I'm not gonna make gameplay videos. I will, technically. I'm just not going to put a bigger emphasis as I have previously on making, let's say, like those cinematic or eventful TOA videos I usually do. But if anything, usually I probably make like clear videos or maybe like rotation guides aren't bad. Rotation guides I can still do. That's still pretty easy. I think you're probably right. It's more so like the TOA clears directly that are the issue. Yeah, that's the thing. At some point, I was starting to not really enjoy it so much. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what my issue was. You remember how TOA used to reset like every 2 weeks? That was fine for me. I like that because if a boss came along that I didn't like fighting, I only had to wait 2 weeks for it to go away. If a boss was there that I did like fighting, I would find more things to do in that short period of time while the boss was up. Now, a lot of the bosses I kind of don't really care for, and then I'm stuck with them for a month. And it's just like, after you make two TOA videos in on that set of TOA bosses, like, what do you do? And personally, I'm not really somebody who cares for Weewa like that, because to me, it's like, to me, Weewa is not really much of anything. I don't really like. I liked Weewa when they made it harder. When they had messed up that one time and they made the bosses harder than they typically were. I actually really liked that because then it was actually more fun for me to do. But then they went back and obliterated it, so then I had no reason to want to play Weewa again after that. Get out of here, sword. See, that's funny because I love Fallacy. Fallacy is actually one of the bosses I enjoy fighting the most. Why is it so damn laggy? I can't even dodge. But yeah, Fallacy is one of the ones I enjoy the most. Dirge, I'm whatever on Dirge. I don't really care for Dirge that much. Tempest and Thundering and them, I feel like some of those bosses are outdated. They're not that fun to fight. But honestly, at some point, the problem with Heron and Ike's is, one, their HP is way too low. Those bosses should have been hit with multiple HP increases by now, because it's ridiculous to say that the average S0 user is clearing a TOA in like 25-30 seconds. That's kind of silly, especially when you consider that there's so much stronger that a person can get in that game, but the average S0 is clearing it in like 25-30 seconds. Like, come on, what's the point in that? Then imagine someone who's actually geared, or someone who God forbid has sequences. Yo, come on. Come on. Okay, here we go. That's a dark fireball. Oh. Kira, come on. Right here, man. Ah, damn it. Okay, so let that pop. Stand right here. What are you doing? Damn it, now I'm fumbling. And I got insta-killed because I took too long in that phase.
Keep your eyes on me.
Yeah, that's. Let me see. That's the issue for me, is the fact that I guess. From my solution to that issue is more so that I think WoW needs to understand that they cannot fit the entire scope of player base into like one little content pool, because they're trying to make everybody get rewards from the same thing, when they have to understand that some people are beyond the the little difficulty that they imply for something like TOA, whatever. Yeah, and they have to have harder content for those people. And holograms aren't even really a challenge, to be honest. So that makes it even worse. I think TOA should have had an even harder difficulty on top of it. That probably doesn't even necessarily give rewards. Oh, she got her seal. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that doesn't necessarily give bigger rewards. It would have been nice if they just had a harder difficulty that someone can clear for just being on a leaderboard or something. Just something. Just you know, having nothing at all gives someone nothing to do. I'm not usually a fan of leaderboards or rankings or anything like that, but I would take anything to actually have something to play at that point. Because if you've seen, usually my characters in WoW also, things die pretty fast. And yeah, that's with sequences, even with the S0s, things still die pretty fast. So it's kind of difficult to say I'm enjoying the game when there's not much of a game to play. I just hope they actually start buffing things soon, but you know, we'll do WoW. Yeah, something just like leaderboards, like probably they have in PGR or something. The funny thing is, I keep hearing everything I complain about doesn't seem like an issue in PGR, because it seems like they have all these things in PGR. But for some reason, they decided that their WoW audience is casual, and they don't make anything for people beyond casual in WoW. It's like they just decided arbitrarily they don't need to make anything for anybody else, which is just mind-boggling to me.
But the king's will is absolute. The crystal of Atlan is our destiny.
But most people will never really feel the pain of what I was feeling, because most people just keep their characters at S0. And I'm usually used to playing RPGs and MMOs, so the idea of having a character that's basically not built doesn't feel good. I like to know my characters have all their abilities. I like to know all my characters have all their passive. I like to know my characters like have progressively, you know, been built. So seeing S0 and seeing all these things I don't have just doesn't really feel like I'm playing the game. It's more so it kind of gives me no attachment to them. Like, I spent no time progressing with them, so I have no attachment to my characters, which is not really something I'm used to. Yeah, that's a thing. But like I said, that's perfectly fine. Ultimately, I kind of realized a while ago the wider audience they're targeting doesn't really include me. But until it does, I will be there. Just not in the same capacity that I originally was, because before, when the game was harder, I was playing it more so for enjoyment. But now I'm just kind of like trying to find a way to casually experience it more, kind of like most people do. Because the way I was trying to enjoy it wasn't working. Yeah, that's the issue. I'd say more so it's how I was trying to enjoy it. Just wasn't working.
Ice! It can shatter the king's shield!
What are we doing now? Ice? Oh, snap. Let me see if I could catch him in a pincer again with her. Ah, both of y'all are here? Great. Actually, only one of y'all got caught. That's unfortunate. Oh, right, but it's not time yet. We still have to do the pawns first. Yeah, I dropped the ult for no reason.
This is all I have left. I'm transforming you into a pawn. Promote yourself to queen. Only then can you defeat the king.
Wait, somebody left? Oh, that's strange. Ah, destroy it. Yeah, that's something I really don't like. I like the feeling of a complete experience with my characters. But I guess it's a generation of games in general, because the whole idea of what gachas are could never really fly in the time that I'm used to gaming from. So it's just kind of like a weird thing to me where people are people are more excited about the idea of an incomplete character and an incomplete experience rather than watching like a fully built character do something really difficult. Usually I'm used to people being excited about a fully built character doing something difficult so that they themselves can be motivated to, you know, play and get to that point. Not do something with absolutely... Usually that's like nuzlocke and more gimmicky stuff that we do for fun when we've achieved everything else. That's usually not the core experience.
I am the true master of the crystal of Atlan. Bow before
Oh, what does it feel like actually? Because I typically I usually love Persona and well, I love Persona 5. Actually, no, I like 3 too. 3 is actually really good. I played my girlfriend is a massive Persona fan, and she had me play P5 a couple of years ago, and I enjoyed it so much that I eventually had gotten P3 Reloaded, and I have P3 what you call it? I think I have Fez. Wait, is it Fez? I'm not sure what. I think it's Fez I have on my Switch. I haven't played the original 3 yet, but I did play Reloaded. I actually enjoyed it a lot too. I hate the fact that they took out the end game in that game though. That murdered me. But I haven't played the mobile game yet. I was originally looking at it when it was first coming out, and then I kind of forgot about it. But then I saw that it's been out recently. But what's it like anyway? Oh yeah, she's in chat. So if she sees that, she's gonna go on a Persona rant. Actually, she's in my party right now too, but she's probably busy with the baby. The Switch one is portable. Oh yeah, it's portable. I have on the Switch, not Fez, but she's pretty much played all of them. What are we doing? Battle preparations are fun. Oh, I guess she wants to do arena probably. But if it's 2 series I greatly respect nowadays, it's to be fair, I wouldn't say Persona. I would say Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei and Xenoblade are like 2 of my favorite series. Persona, I like Persona 5 a lot, and I like 3, but I like them for different reasons, but both feel like they're missing something. 5 feels the most complete to me actually. I don't have much of an issue with 5. They took away the end game from Reload. That's so messed up because that's like, I really enjoy the end game in SMT / Persona games, and they kind of took that away. But yeah, Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. I rather SMT more out of the two of them. I haven't played Metaphor yet. I should play Metaphor. I just, to me, like once I saw what Metaphor was going to be, it felt too close to Persona and SMT to me, and I kind of lost interest. Because they were basically making a big deal saying they wanted to make kind of like a third pillar of a series to kind of stand with Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. And to me, it feels too similar to both. So I'm like, damn, that sucks. Because I, like, for example, a third pillar to me would have been like Etrian Odyssey, if you've ever played Etrian Odyssey. That's something that they made on the DS back in the day and the 3DS. And I love Etrian Odyssey. Etrian Odyssey is a fun-ass game. But then they killed Etrian Odyssey once we left the eighth generation of consoles. They killed Etrian Odyssey and they kind of haven't replaced it with anything in that vein, which kind of sucks.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the gacha element.
Oh no, I see what you mean. Yeah, that would get to me. Persona is not a kind of game I want to be limited. I mean, they normally limit you by daily activity, but at least when you plan your schedule well, you can just pretty much, you know, go all out on the days that you do decide to go dungeon after you get all your social activities out the way. So to be limited by like stamina and you know, artificial things from gacha would kind of really ruin that experience for me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I like the my only issue with Etrian Odyssey was it kind of wasn't hard enough. But to be fair, if you were to try to take things on really early in Etrian Odyssey, it actually was pretty good though. Like the difficulty was fine. It's just that you can't follow the difficulty that the game suggests. You have to go do everything a lot earlier, try to fight the FOEs earlier, try to, you know, use your characters before they're fully completely built. And I actually had a lot of fun with it that way. And then they had the ones that were the more story-based ones. I played like two of them. I think I played Fafnir and I played the first one. And it was nice. I just felt like it was kind of, it took away some of the customization that EO normally had, but I still enjoyed them though. Boss size is increased. Huh, they thought that was a buff. That's sad. They don't realize they just set you up to get murdered.
I agree. I don't
know what happened. I guess it's since they've been taken over by Sega, it's become that problem. Actually, even before Sega, they've been like that. But they used to have so much games. They used to have Devil Survivor, Digital Level Saga. They used to have obviously Persona, SMT, whatever game Rido's from, and a whole bunch of other things. Then all of a sudden, once Persona 5 was a hit, they said screw all that. They just kind of like dropped everything. And I get it. They were a small publisher, and they found success, big success, way beyond what they usually had at their level. So, for them, it made more sense to pool their resources into replicating that success. But at the same time, it kind of killed a lot of good games that they had prior to that. To me, that why can't I? Yeah. kill a lot of good games that they had prior to that were actually really enjoyable. And they never kind of rebranded the concept in a lot of the other things that they do. Like Etrian Odyssey, just they don't do anything Etrian Odyssey like. To me right now, the only game company that's not messing up is Monolith. Oh my god. If you have ever played Xenoblade games, bro, Monolith is just legendary. I hate the targeting in this thing. Like, you can never target the little dude you're trying to fight. You always have to. It always locks onto the boss. Or am I just a retard and I'm just like not changing my targeting? No, it always targets the boss. Yes, Xenoblade games are my favorite. Xenoblade on the Wii, Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade X, Xenoblade 3. That series, if you've only played the first, you're doing yourself a massive injustice. There are a lot of people who will go on saying the first is the best or whatever. That's complete cope. That's complete cope. Of all of them, the first is the worst. The first is just a really, really, really good start on the series. And that's coming from someone who's been like abusively playing that series for the last 15 years. Well, not necessarily 15. Whenever the first one came out, I got it probably like 2 years after it originally came out. I got it a bit before. Yeah, I got it about 2 years before it first came out from GameFly. Originally, I wanted to get it. I couldn't because the copies were so rare. But then I had bought one. I had rented it from GameFly and then just never gave the game back. So they just charged me $50 to keep it, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, 3 is the best.
It's funny because they're all really good at different things, but to me, 3 has the most complete experience. 3 has the best combat. 3 has a really good story. If I had to give best story, I would say 2 has the best story. A lot of people shit on 2 because of the waifu stuff, and I agree. I don't like that stuff. That's usually something that turns me off the most of games. That's a part of why I don't enjoy WoW as much as other people. I am not a fan of the whole waifu thing. It's a turn off to me. But 2 baits you in with that stuff and then hits you with a really good story and like really good characters. 3 is like the second best but really close to first story and the best gameplay. Normally I would have said the best gameplay came from Xenoblade X, but 3 kind of took that gameplay and kind of tuned it up even better. So I'm like, you know what? If I had to look at it cumulatively, 3 is definitely the best of them. Which is how it should be, because it's kind of, I want to say it's kind of disrespectful in a way to the devs to be like, oh, your best work is the work that you did 15 years ago, even though you've done so much improving since that. You kind of have to give them their credit where it's due. They have improved a massive ton since they've made the first game. But yeah, if you haven't played it yet, you should. It's one of the best experiences you will have. Honestly, most people who play that game at first, it's kind of hard to gauge where the game is going, but then once it drops its plot and its premise, bro, it's an experience defining game, honestly. You start judging every other RPG based off of how good that one RPG was.
You haven't
Finished 2 and 3. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have 2 and 3 and you have not finished or played them, but you're playing anything else, you're committing a crime against yourself. Those games are massively good. They are my 2. I think 2 has about 2,000 hours of gameplay from me, and that's probably neglecting the 120 that I have in Torna, like a 20-hour game. 3 has not that much time because 2 has a better end game. 2 has like more end game challenges with, you know, bosses, boss rush modes, like end game farming. It has a better it's more replayable because when you replay the game, you can put it on a harder difficulty. You can choose whether or not you want to use the stuff you carried over, so you can make the game just blatantly much harder and still retain a relatively low difficulty. And I'm sorry, relatively high difficulty. If difficulty is a thing you enjoy. I keep saying difficulty because for me, if I really enjoy playing a game, I like to be challenged more. Like if I learn how to play the game really well because I enjoy the game's I want to say combat system, I want that combat system to challenge me more. So for me, a game's difficulty is very important because there's no point in me sitting down playing a game for 100 hours past its endpoint if the gaming experience is basically over. You know what I mean? So it's like if the game can still find ways to challenge me after I thought I mastered it, then great. That's wonderful for me. Lady, you keep pushing these monsters to God knows where, which is no damage having self. You need to learn the art of crowd control, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. I wouldn't even call it crowd control. It would be the art of mobbing. I forgot we use different terms nowadays. Because back in the day, crowd controlling was how you manage the mobs. Nowadays, it's CC. Ah! You're not going without dying. Yo, these dudes are really living. And she pushed one off the edge. Hopefully that's a faster way of him dying. Because if he comes back, I'm gonna be mad. Oh my lord. Yes, push out the soul. That move is OP. Oh my gosh. I mean, technically that's not that bad of a thing here because that gives me all my skills back, which is actually pretty good. Oh my god. That's fine. I get... We all died.
We all died. That doesn't work. So I enjoy a challenge from time to time, but it depends on the game. Like for example, FF16 is a game that I like, and I know the game and I like the and it has new game plus and more challenges. But once I finish it, the story I felt like it was enough for me. Yeah, I agree. It's not all games I really want to do that on. It mostly depends on the game's combat system. What I want to say customization, like build customization is like in that game. Like if I really want to come up with and test an idea, and I want to put that idea to its absolute limit, and that game has like good replay value, that's usually where it fits more. I was a huge Final Fantasy fan. I'm not a fan of 16. I know a lot of people say it's good. From what I see, it's something that I don't think I would enjoy that much. Even from a story perspective, I don't like the characters. And it has a lot to do with how the characters look and the whole like the way Final Fantasy makes their graphics and stuff nowadays. But typically when it was FF4, FF6, FF7, FF8, FF9, FF10. I'll give it a 10. I don't care about 10 too so much. 11, I didn't get to play 11 while it was really popping off, and by the time I really got into like Final Fantasy as an MMO, 14 was just about to do a Realm Reborn, so I played FF14 instead. And I really like 14. I think 14 is a great game. Oh, I like 12 also. I don't really care that much for 13, but 14 I actually really enjoy. 16 though, I don't know. I mean, I hear people say they like it. That's good. I like 15. I didn't play 15 mainly because at the time I didn't have a PS5, and I didn't really have a PC that I wanted to play it on. But I think 15 looks like a good game, I guess. I really like the like all dudes concept. That's nice to see in a game nowadays. We haven't seen that in forever. Your favorite Dark Souls is 2? It's funny because I haven't played much of Dark Souls. You think it would be a game I would, but I really don't care that much for like Western themed games. But of all the Dark Souls games, I do think 2 looks the best. Like, I actually have a friend that I'd made a deal with that he was gonna play Xenoblade and I was gonna play Dark Souls. And after he finished, I started playing. I played 1 a bit, and I played some of 2, and I was going to get 3. Was I going to, or do I have it? I don't remember. But of the Dark Souls games so far, I enjoyed 2 the most. I think 2 is actually like the most fun, and is like the most fun difficulty wise too. Bro, why y'all hurt so hard? Hurt so much, man. Oh my gosh. Dude hurts like hell. Man's just trying to take lives. Oh my gosh, he's broken. Yo, I hate fighting in this place. I really dislike that cowboy boss that's eventually going to be popping up here.
Yeah, you all go down there, bro. Jeez. Oh my gosh, the damage. I am taking on this one. I have not, but I wanted to. It's funny, you keep mentioning these games. I forgot when I was looking to play Warframe. I think it was like... Wait, am I the only one in here? Wait. Kira's not here? What am I doing? Let me get the hell out of here. I could have sworn she was here. Have I played Warframe? No, I wanted to at some point, but I never made it to it. I think I forgot where I came about it, but there was definitely a time when I was looking at playing Warframe, but then I think I was looking for MMOs or something, and they suggested it as a kind of like MMO like game, and I was like, oh. And then I learned that it was really just kind of like a MMO console game or something of the kind, and I was like, oh. So I never did follow through, but it did look like it was going to be a good game. It was just something I missed out on at the time. Sucks. I still hear about it even till this day though. So that must mean that
It's better than I was giving it credit for.
in the beginning it's rough, but grows on you. Probably. When I was looking it up, it seemed like a game that if you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. And typically, like, I can get attached to most games just by learning how the game works. Like, I can mold my expectations of what to enjoy based on what the challenge of the game is. So I can enjoy most things I play. It's just getting me past the initial hurdle of looking past the surface is harder than most, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing games since I was like at least 4 years old, and I've been playing a lot of video games. So it's one of those things where it's like you've played literally 200 games, you start to really be picky with what you want to play. When a game comes out, you start to comparing it in your mental library to things you've played already, and it's like, oh well, that's not really gonna make, you know, everything feels, I want to say, everything kind of feels like a passing experience now. It's a rare to find a game that's like, oh, I played this, man. Yeah, I played this, man. 5 years later, I'll be thinking back, wow, this game really kind of like defined my experience in this generation of games. It's rare to have that nowadays. I feel like most things just is kind of a passing experience for people who have kind of become desensitized to the idea. I'm pretty sure for people who are still new and people who don't have like an absurd library of experiences, that's not really a thing. But that kind of is how it is for me nowadays. So it's hard for me to get attached. And when I do decide to get attached to something, it's like I usually am a part of that thing even through its toxic phases, and I don't really get to see the toxic. I don't pay attention to the toxic phases for long because I'm kind of absorbed in it. But then once I step away and I start to look at it from the outside, I kind of look at it like, why was I playing this again? Exactly, yes.
But that's the thing. I could enjoy something. I could enjoy something that even that most people would consider a bad game. It just depends on like, why I'm playing the game and what I'm playing what lens am I playing the game through. Usually, I'm a weeb for like samurai characters. So if the game has some form of like a samurai character and some form of, usually those characters tend to be more difficult than in games to play. So in the mindset of I'm trying to learn to play the game from a more difficult character's perspective, I get more enjoyment out of the game than most people do in that way. What are those tornadoes? I've never seen those things before.
I never played Nayo, but I actually want to.
So I see there's a new one coming out. I'm actually gonna get the new one though. I'm gonna get the new one, but before the new one fully drops, I'm gonna get the old one and play it first. But I saw the new one recently on some game announcements thing. I think it was Sony State of Play, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, because I'd missed it. I was kind of out of the console gaming for a while back when the first one came out, and then when I got back into it, I had seen it. But I'm not someone who likes to play games much far than their release. I kind of like to play things as they release or as they're somewhat fresh. So it's rare that I will see something that released long after or like way before or long whatever that too far from when I'm interested and still be interested. But with the new one coming, I'm gonna go play the old one and then I'm gonna play the new one. Yo, you saw the I want to say the Arc system. Now I don't know how you feel about fighting games, but I am definitely a fighting game junkie. Did you see the new Marvel game, the new Marvel fighting game by Arc Systems? Like they cooked the hell out of that game though. It's rare that I get excited for games that I want to say I don't really have an attachment to the series in itself. Like I don't really care for Marvel. But usually when Arc Systems makes a game, that game is fire as hell. Yeah, I want to say I'm like half and half when it comes to that. Huh? Okay. But I'm half and half when it comes to that, being that I'm not reflexively good at fighting games. Usually I'm good when it comes to like knowing how to play a fighting game, learning the concepts, eventually executing the concept, so on and so forth. I don't know if it's age, but I'm just not as good at fighting games anymore. But typically, I want to say, given a long enough play session, I do get really good at it again. Maybe it's just like trained muscle memory, or maybe it's there's this thing where it's like, you know, when you're young, you have the reflexes to be good, but when you get older, you have to mentally become good. It's like you have to start using like prediction more. You have to start using like a knowledge base more. You have to learn meta matchups more and stuff like that. When you're young, you can kind of just like freeball it because your reflexes are just that much better. Me, I'm 33. I ain't got those kinds of reflexes no more. Strive. It's funny because you keep naming all the damn games I didn't play. I did want to play Strive. I was waiting for it to come to Switch. Because at the time, last generation, I only had a Switch. Then it did come, but then I kind of forgot about it. But Strive did look fun. I wanted to play. When I play Guilty Gear, I normally use either Baiken or Kai. Those are my characters, Baiken or Kai. But it didn't. I want to say, did it look slow to me? Nah. I think Guilty Gear Strive was fine. It looked good. It looked good. I have no complaints about Strive. I just didn't play it when I was supposed to. Do I have DNF Duel? That's... No, I don't. I don't. My gaming library in the last, I want to say, in the last 5 years, what I play really shrunk despite what I would want to play. Mainly because of like time, because I don't have as much time to play games anymore as when I was like, you know, a couple years ago, when you just kind of like had all the free time in the world. But Dungeon Fighters, I played the original Dungeon Fighter when it was a what you call it, when it was a thing, and I wanted to play Duel because I enjoy fighting games, and Dungeon Fighter was a game that I really enjoyed playing back on back when it was an MMO. I did not play Duel despite wanting to, for no other reason than I just didn't have the time, or I felt like I didn't have the time, and I prioritized other games over it, so I never played it. But I should, because it looks fun. I think at the time when that was a thing, what was I thinking about? What was I playing? Was I playing any other fighting games at the time? I'm not sure. I don't think I was playing any other fighting games. I think I just wasn't into like in a fighting game mood at that time. I think I was mostly looking for I think I was starting to look more at like creating content for stuff, so I was looking more for like stuff like WoW and stuff like that. But it was kind of a allocation of time issue. Yeah, my backlog is insane, bro. My backlog is wild. And I also dually have the problem of, like I said, if I have something too far past its release date, I kind of really lose interest, with a few exceptions. So it's not a good combination to like have a huge backlog and then also not wanting to play old things that much. Don't they have a new DNF game coming out? I could have sworn I remember a new Dungeon Fighters game coming out soon or something. But I remember those days of playing Dungeon Fighter, Dragon Nest, L Sword, Grand Chase. That shit was fun back in the day. See, that's the thing. That's exactly what happened with me, because it's not that I want to say it was kind of by choice. I could have had other consoles. I did like I had a PS1, I had a PS2. I skipped PS3 because to me the PS3 was a waste of time. I have a PS4, but the only thing I played on my PS4 was Persona, Monster Hunter, because I'm a huge Monster Hunter guy, or at least I was. I don't really like modern Monster Hunter now. What you call it? Yeah, Monster Hunter. I played a couple other things on it, but I didn't do much with my PS4. Yeah, but I have every Nintendo. It's funny. The only Nintendo system I skip now is Switch 2. It's not even that I skipped it. I think it's great. I just don't see anything to really play. And normally I would get the system just because, but I've kind of grown out of that at this point. So I'm like, you know, if there's no point in really having it right now, I'm just gonna wait till I see a good game, or wait till they release like the next Xenoblade game or something. Just give me something. I am not a Mario fan. I am not a fan of the casual Nintendo stuff. I like Fire Emblem. I like Xenoblade. I like what's it called? Smash. I like Baten Kaitos. Like I want to say they're more niche franchises. I've always been a fan of the more niche franchises, Golden Sun and such. But I am never someone to buy a Nintendo game for something like a Mario game. That's just, it's not, I can't be about that life. But I've grown up as like primarily a Nintendo console owner. Yeah, I saw Kazan. I was interested in Kazan. I was looking at it and I'm like, I had a really hard time figuring out if it was a Dungeon Fighter related game or not. I'm like, I'm looking at it. I'm like, why does this remind me of Dungeon Fighter? The main character, the Berserker, looks so much like Dungeon Fighter's Berserker or something. But I never like looked too far past that enough to confirm whether or not it was related. Oh yeah, okay. So I can understand that. Yeah, that's it. I used to live in a different country, and it was kind of the same thing for me back then. So I definitely understand. I've lived in the U.S. for many years now, so that kind of changed once I moved here, and you know, my console was like my way of keeping myself entertained. I kind of never necessarily had a limit anymore, like in my late teens, as far as how much I could play. But in the earlier years before that, I definitely know that console, you know, that possibly 3 games a year, if that much limit. Really? Oh damn, that's torture. Nah, I could not. I played it on my Switch first. Oh, but I forgot it even came out on the Wii U for a while actually. But them frame rates was not nice on the Wii U compared to that. It's a miracle of what Monolith managed to do with Xenoblade on the Wii U. Given the Wii U was actually a pretty good system, despite what people, you know, how bad people made it out to be. I actually really enjoyed my Wii U. It's actually one of my favorite consoles I've had, period. There's a lot of good games on the Wii U. The issue that the Wii U had simply was just the tablet really kind of screwed it marketing wise. But I actually did really enjoy that console.
Facts. Facts. Big facts. For me, I have no problem. Like, I don't really like live service. When you, I want to say, because we probably come from a generation of like not having or not primarily playing live service games. To me, live service games are like they're terrible, because you spend 3 months waiting for a major patch to have content to play for maybe like a day, 2 days, and then you're back to waiting 3 months for another major patch. It's a horrible system. And most games nowadays, at least back in the day, games would put things like, for example, a big problem I have with WoA and games like WoA is back in the day, what games like WoA would be like is from the very beginning of the game, you would have some kind of insurmountable challenge in front of you that you couldn't do right away, and you had to work overtime to be able to pull off that challenge, right? So I guess it would be like what holograms are, but a bit harder, because to me holograms are still way too easy. And in between you waiting for these major patches, you would just be focusing on trying to achieve the big challenge, small steps towards the big challenge. Games don't put base content anymore. They put hardly any base content, and then they just kind of like leave you to figure out how to play for the next 3 months until they drop you 1 day of content.
Yo,
Minotaur and SMT4 is a funny guy, bro. Honestly, anytime I run into Minotaur in any SMT game, that man is frustrating. That Minotaur was like that dude that really made you realize what the press turn system was gonna do to you. Kara, can you not continue? What? Yay, F my FOZ? What's your FOZ? I don't understand. F my Foz? Screw my Foz? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't know. I've been a Monster Hunter player since Monster Hunter 2. And I will point out, people, this will probably sound like a bias, but what Monster Hunter games are on the Nintendo systems, they tend to be more fun. They tend to be more fun focused, gameplay focused. When they're on the Sony systems, they put so much effort into everything except the... It's not the gameplay I'm complaining about as much as like how good it feels to repeatedly play the game. It's not as fun. For some people love World. I did not like World. I'm not a fan of World. World is not a good game to me. Iceborne is a better game, but to me, World had already ruined my Monster Hunter experience so much, I never even wanted to bother with Iceborne anymore. But I will admit, Iceborne was a much better game. And they did have some really good bosses and challenges in Iceborne. I enjoyed the recent Nintendo ones, but the issue with those were it does not feel like
it feel like they made it as kind of like a passover until the next thing. The bosses didn't. They had some really good bosses and good boss designs that I enjoyed fighting, but a lot of them just felt like Passover monsters, and the system in itself, the end game system, I didn't like that much. So and not to mention some of the classes were just overpowered. Like, I love longsword. Longsword is my favorite. I've been playing longsword since the beginning, but they kind of made longsword too broken and too like passive, too counter focused in the recent games. I like that in the new one in Wilds they gave it more aggressive moves, like more moves that incentivize you acting first rather than sitting there and waiting. That's good. Is it a greatsword? What about greatsword? Was it broken in the recent ones? I don't. I know they have a lot of ways to hit that third slash a lot more often. I didn't play GS that much in greatsword is usually my secondary weapon. I didn't play it that much in the last 2 or 3 games because longsword, ever since longsword gained the like the Aijutsu mechanic thing, I've just really kind of like locked in on longsword. But before longsword, I was a greatsword main. I dropped greatsword for longsword. I started secondary in greatsword up until generation X, what you call it, generations. It's a leaf party. Okay. Yeah, Generations Ultimate. That one I actually did enjoy. I liked you know who was one of my favorite recent Monster Hunter monsters? I don't give a shit when nobody says. For one, I'm a huge Laggy fan. I literally stopped liking Monster Hunter as much ever since they took out Laggy because I felt that was an injustice. Screw all the people that complained about water combat. I actually like water combat. I like the fact that it makes it puts the combat system in the monster's favor, and you have to learn to play to the monster in its environment, which was actually really fun for me. I really liked Laggy. I liked Zinogre was good. Gore Magala is one of my favorite monsters. I really enjoyed Gore Magala. Gore Magala is really fun. I get giddy whenever I see Gore Magala in something. I don't really like Shagaru Magala that much. Screw Shagaru, but Gore is fun.
Yo, I'm sorry.
You're right. If I had to make one major argument against water combat, it was Gobul. Gobul was a no, son. I swear, trying to break that lantern was probably the most difficult task in the game sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was worse than trying to break Sky Piercers, bro. Yeah, Gobul underwater was a nah, bro. That was wild. And for some reason, he had like the illest freaking sharpness density on his face. I was bouncing off this man's face, no more. I was bouncing off this dude's face for like, up until I was like purple sharpness or something silly. There was like this one particular spot on his face that would still make me bounce for like the longest while. And you know, bouncing on Gobul is like the worst thing ever, especially when you're right in front of him. Cause my dude would hit you with a para combo to death. But yeah, Go Bull was definitely the biggest argument against water combat. I'm not gonna lie to you. But it saddens me that they took Laggy out the game, because Laggy was super fun. That's like my favorite monster ever. I want to say Laggy was the monster that kind of forced me to learn how to play the game better. Because before that, I was just kind of like playing to get by. I was playing Monster Hunter games, getting by for the most part. I would do shit like use Lance, I would use SNS, you know, I would use shielded weapons. That was not working out when it came to... Actually, it was fine to play him like that. That's how I ended up beating him the first time when he was on the beach. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, I want to learn to play this game better, because fighting him was just kind of like fun to me. So then I picked up Longsword, and I started learning how to, like, you know, evade and, you know, evade on iframes and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? This is pretty fun. Oh yeah, I saw Glavenus was pretty good. I enjoyed Glavenus also. I think that's my thing. To me, it's probably a bias at this point, but to me, the Nintendo systems tend to have the more fun Monster Hunter games. Like, the monster designs are just literally more fun.
There is no honor in losing.
We're still waiting? Oh, okay. Why are they still here? But yeah, the Nintendo games tend to have more fun monsters to me. Glavenus was pretty good. Who else did I enjoy? I didn't enjoy Astroth that much, or whatever his name is. What is this? Who's just entering this fight? What the hell? Oh, she went to go do it for the other person?
My opinion on Rise.
Astalos, yeah. Astalos is what I was thinking of. I really like... I know a lot of people dislike Rise. I like Rise. Actually, Rise is like one of my top 3 Monster Hunter games. I really love Rise. My issue with Rise was... and it's my issue with Monster Hunter for a long time. The first game tends to feel like a demo. And the second game sometimes kind of like deviates a bit from what the first game was really trying to do. But Sunbreak, for the most part, was good. Sunbreak was a good addition. I just feel like it strayed a little bit from Rise. But gameplay wise, I do like Rise. I think Rise was really fun. I like the different styles they had. I really enjoy the sacred sheath combo that Longsword could do, because like I said, I love Longsword. I love the whole Aijitsu thing, but come on, literally everything we do can't be countering. It's fun. It's fun to look at. It's fun to make a video of. It's fun to do in speed runs. It's just not that fun to actively play the game with. But
Let me see. Hold on. What is your opinion?
well, yeah, what's my opinion? Right? Yeah, that's it. But Rise was good. My only real gripe about Rise was I think that I don't remember any of the end game monsters being that fun to fight. I'm trying to think what they were. But who were the end game monsters again? Dreadwing Rathlos was okay. I don't think he was one. I don't remember if he was. Who were the end game monsters in Rise again? I forgot. The Apex, yeah, the Apexes. But oh, that's my complaint. They didn't capitalize on Apexes enough. I feel like Apexes were a great concept. I really enjoyed fighting them. I don't feel like there were high enough. I think they didn't scale that high in difficulty. The highest Apex was what? Like Apex Dread. Was there a Apex Dreadworm? What you call them? Rathalos. They had the wyvern monster, the frenzy monsters, whatever, and they had the actually I don't mind the frenzy thing. The frenzy thing was fine. The damn butterfly raging monsters, and then they had the mode where they were super buffed up with a lot of HP. I had no problem with that. I think that was fine. I enjoy my monsters being, because if my builds are gonna be so strong that it's gonna be like chunking and destroying monsters, I kind of want them to have large HP pools. I think Apex's only went as far as like 4 or 5 monsters. It wasn't many. Yeah, that was my issue. It was like 4 or 5 of them. I wanted there to be a lot more Apex monsters. To me, they just kind of really dropped the ball there, because that could have been a lot. That could have been a lot more to do with the end game. And I don't even think Apex's had sets. They did not have sets. They had, I forgot what they gave. Did they have weapons? They had weapon upgrades? I don't remember if they had weapon upgrades. But to me, they felt like a tack on to the game. They didn't feel like they were a part of the game's progression system for the most part. And I really wish that they were more involved in the progression of the game. Oh, fudging. Okay. Oh, damn, it turned black. Watch out. Oh, you're not in here. It's just this person. Ooh. Shit. I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention. Don't turn it black. Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you doing, my G? My G. I'm trying to... I swear to God, this person is going to get me killed. This person is going to get me killed. What are you doing? What are you doing? Bring it to the... Bro. Bro. Bro! Son. It's a very simple task. You bring it to the fire. You bring it to the fire. That's all you're doing. You're bringing it to the fire. What are you doing? I swear to God, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm sorry, YouTube. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. This person's getting me frustrated. This person's tilting me as hell right now. Like I can't. What is this? What am I doing right now? Jesus, just let me kill it. Just let me kill it. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Oh Jesus Christ. For the Father in heaven. What am I doing right now? What am I experiencing? Dude, it's very. You know what? Kill me. Take my life. I don't care. Just take my life. I can't with this person right now. I will respawn once they do this mechanic. Resolve it, please. Resolve it or stay dead. Either one's fine by me. This is ridiculous. What is going on right now? What are my experiencing? Oh, Jesus Christ. The harder ones in the in the rampage thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was the issue. I wanted to fight them outside of Rampage. That was the issue. I wanted to fight them outside of Rampage. Because Rampage had, its little gimmicky things that I just wasn't into doing. You're right, after the initial performance of it, I just kind of was like over the Rampage thing. I swear to God, this person is mentally challenged. There are so much mentally challenged people that play this game sometimes. It's crazy. Shit's a very simple task. Drag it to the fireball. My dude's running in circles. Yo, facts. Big facts. Big facts. Huge facts. That man Valstrax, bro. Oh my god. Actually, Valstrax is one of my favorite monsters to fight too. I really enjoyed fighting Valstrax. He was toxic, but Valstrax gave a good back and forth. Like if you played a weapon that stuck close to monsters, and you kind of really got to have that back and forth trade, Valstrax is really fun to fight.
My lord has given me the power of the crystal.
Use the gears. Bring them close to the chariot to rein him in.
Yo, how many of these things am I gonna have to carry? Kira, you're gonna have to do two because our mentally deficient friend left. After causing me all that stress, they left. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. My dude gave me an aneurysm and then left, bro. That's wild. I suffered all that for nothing.
War chariot in range. Destroy his shield to subdue him.
I feel cheated. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I am not doing your mechanic. I don't care about it, bro.
May have defeated me, but the king's will is absolute. The crystal of Atlan is our destiny.
Yeah. My issue with Rise was more so the systems of Rise weren't that well thought out. I really enjoyed the gameplay, but the systems of Rise weren't that thought out. The last Monster Hunter game I played where I had no real complaints, I'm not even gonna lie to you, was Try You. Try You was super fun. Yeah, Try You. Cause for you had what again? I remember one of them had the outside monsters leveling up thing. That was fine. I didn't have much problems with that. I think I did have a major issue with something about it, but I don't remember that well right now. But for you was so Try was on point for me.
Try you actually.
It was the perfect balance of well that was actually before Longsword gained all of its shenanigans, so I enjoy all the improvements made to Longsword in the other games, but content wise I really enjoyed Try You.
Yeah.
No, the frenzy thing was fun initially as a gimmick, but then after a while it just kind of like wears itself thin. I like that they brought it back and they tried to like revamp its purpose and with the Wyvern virus thing, but it was all right. I don't have it as a major complaint.
It can shatter the king's shield.
The guild missions and stuff that for you I didn't finish because I had it on my 3DS. Yeah, on my 3DS, and my 3DS at the time broke, so I never got to finish it. But let me see, it was on my 3DS. Fudge you, lady. Yeah, it was on my 3DS. My 3DS broke, so I never got to finish it. Then I skipped the original cross and I played a bit of double cross. And I played World. up until I want to say the first. I played Base World, and I was so disappointed with the game. I never played any of its expansions after, and I didn't play Iceborne because I was so disappointed in World. I played Rise and I played Sunbreaker, and yeah, that's it till date. That is it till date. That move is the worst move ever. Might as well drop it on her. Oh boy. Oh, these fireballs are just, they know what they want. Oh my lord. She got nothing. She got nothing. And she got nothing. But yeah, that's my thing with MH. I don't. The newer ones, to me, it feels like they're going after something that just kind of really hurts the core experience of the series. Plus, I don't like when a game is known for like a certain gameplay loop, or having a certain expected level of challenge, and cause every game Monster Hunter gets easier. If you ever noticed, it gets easier, and it's so bad in Rise. In the Rise, I had a low rank set all the way through half of G rank. I was killing everything in very fast time in a low rank set. A low rank standard set, not even a mix set, through half of G rank. And that's just really sad to me. Why did they I have no idea why they left. I have no idea. They gave me such a headache at that point. I didn't care. Yep. And at that point, when the game starts to become too lenient, I feel like the negotiation of saying beat this monster as a challenge is no longer that enticing. Oh yes they did, because I can't imagine relying on them for the last part. Yeah, they don't. And to me that's really sad, because what's the point of telling me as a hunter I'm now hunting more dangerous things going up in difficulty? Given, to be fair, when you get to the later difficulties, it kind of regains some of the difficulty,
I just feel like the monsters' HP bars are so small at that point that a lot of times they don't live long enough for you to really like have to tassel with the worst of them. And that's the issue to me. Is like when games nowadays do still kind of try to retain the difficulty, they make the monsters too easy. Well, they make the monsters not live long enough, I mean to say. And the punishings, yeah, they don't punish you hard enough. Yo, you remember how accurate Rathlos's jump back fireball used to be back in the day? Like Rathlos had this one move, right? Where I think whenever he did like a dash past you or something, and there was normally a situation where he would turn around if he was enraged, he would jump back and do this fireball that had wind pressure that would pretty much lock you in place and one shot you. Yeah, you remember how broken that was? Shit, a 30-minute fight nowadays is that's a godsend, bro. I would love to have a fight that lasts 30 minutes in Monster Hunter nowadays. Most Monster Hunter fights last 5 to 10 minutes, if that much. Actually, I can't even say 10 minutes. Most Monster Hunter fights last 5 minutes. That's really how long they last. It's I meet you in the initial map. Maybe you run to a second map. Maybe. You probably don't, because I probably broke so many of your parts. You're pretty much exhausted. And then you might get to escape to your sleeping map, if that much. No problem, Kira. Thank you for joining. Yo, Dread King is wild, bro. One I could never stand when I originally was learning how to fight was it Pink Rathian? Cause I would never walk with potions. Me and potions were not a thing. But Pink Rathian's constant fucking poisoning, bro. I'm like at some point I had to do it. I had to start putting potions in my inventory because I'm like, nah, this chick is wildin'. These antidotes, bro. I had to start learning where antidote spots were on the map. I do kind of miss when they had hot drinks and cold drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, it was kind of I want to say redundant to the gameplay, but it was a barrier of entry that at least made you feel like you were in a new environment or something new was being asked of you. Nowadays, not having the hot drink, cold drink thing to me is kind of like it takes away from it. It's like when they started automatically paintballing the monster. I'm like, no, that should have been a part of the experience, is being responsible enough to know that, okay, this is something I should do as a part of my checklist as a hunter before this monster runs. It was like you actually had a checklist as a hunter of things to do. Now you don't. They just take away everything that you were supposed to learn to micromanage and just said, yeah, kill it. And then made the monster half dead, retarded at the same point. Exactly, because now the cats just do all the damn work. So you don't even have to stop because now they cleanse you. And to me, that's an atrocity. Oh no, the Claudius I was looking at. Well, it went for 58 mil anyway, so I guess I wasn't gonna get it regardless. That's fine. Jesus, gold is going crazy. But yeah, to me, they really killed it. They kind of just, at sometimes they ruin the core concept of what makes the games what they are, because they want to redefine it to a different audience. And like I said, that's fine.
I'm a big boy enough nowadays to know that if the games aren't catering to me as an audience anymore, I just should just move on. That's it. There will always be a game out there trying to do something that I like. Why waste my time on the ones that don't care about my enjoyment of said game? So it's like, You're gonna have to refresh my memory. What do you mean TCS gameplay? For some reason, I should know what that means, but I'm drawing blanks. Oh, okay. Yeah. For some reason, I'm like, I should know what that means, but yeah, I feel like they removed so much of the challenge of what learning the class or learning the weapon was supposed to be, that many times it kind of removes the fun of the class itself, the weapon itself. Like greatsword, you had to know you had to really know and understand monster patterns. You had to have some really advanced understanding of, like, you know, how to make the boss turn, because that one set of frames that they waste time turning was often enough for you to line up like a perfect KO or a perfect or a perfect true charge. You had to really know how to line up or time when the monster was charging at you, and you would land the charge hit the moment they're charging at you. They really kind of ruined a lot of that for me in the gameplay cycle, but I guess that's not really something you can sell to the average audience as a way to play the weapon. So they had to come up with like a cell, a more visible cell that they could sell people on, which I understand, but at the same time is like, you don't ruin the core concept of the class to promote this though, but it is what it is. Yeah, I remember it. Charge and power charge. My freaking ear. It's funny how till this day people still see that Cultural guide and comment on it and say how they're gonna try to master this. I'm like, guys, this thing is old as hell right now. Let's see. Take your time, bro. It's not going anywhere. Let me hit a little flex emoji there real quick. There we go. Bam. Let's see here. So it's just true charge does so much damage that trying to play like crit draw plus the yeah, exactly. It tends to ruin the purpose of the other builds, which I don't like. I like when there's build diversity. I like when people can kind of build around and choose which playstyle they like more and such. To heavy and liberate. Yeah, I've been waiting for a weapon for Colcharo for ages. I'm really disappointed that a half of her weapon is locked behind her ability, but what do you expect? It's a signature weapon. But I mean, I guess it's an upgrade to whatever we had before. So here's the thing. I ended up skipping Catixia to try to get. I guess I'm gonna get Lupa. I skip Catixia. I mean, I have no reason to want anything in WoW. WoW doesn't incentivize me as someone who is invested in the game to actually care, especially when I have every element as S6 already. It's not like I'm really missing anything. I like Catixia. I wanted to get her originally, but it becomes hard to justify the investments into the game when you don't feel like the investments are for anything. So I'm just going to skip her. I'm going to get Lupa. Then Lupa will complete my fire team, and then I'll just use Lupa's weapon with Galcharo. Before, I would get everything, and I would S6 everything. But now the blindfolds have been removed from my eyes, and I can't unsee what I've seen. Same. From the moment I saw her name was Lupa, and she had kind of like a French revolutionary thing going on in the original design, because you know in I think in French like werewolf is like loup garou or something like that. I don't know if it was in French, no, but I remember no I think it's from SMT. From SMT, I remember the werewolf was like loup garou. And it really reminded me of that, so I kind of made a connection that she was gonna be like a wolf motif. Oh yeah, Zenogre, that's my boy. I do like the whole Thunderwolf theme he has going on. Lupo, okay, so it's in Italian, it's Lupo. Okay, that makes sense then. Those languages have similar base, Latin. Yep. The only one I remotely learned anything about in my younger days was Italian, because I had taken Italian as a secondary language for a school. You think it was Spanish because Spanish is the most common, but no, I tend to like to be a little bit more special, so I took Italian. How much of it do I remember? Not a whole lot, but enough to pass the class at least. French, I took French in high school technically, but I never went to the class, which is terrible because that was in the year that I was cutting like every class. So unfortunately I missed my chance on French, but I caught it on Italian. What must be difficult? Oh, you mean the I wouldn't even say they. I don't think they were necessarily. I think if you speak English and you have a good understanding of Latin, because even a lot of English words are just a mix of Germanic or Latin words. So once you can figure out the root words to a lot of things, you can kind of make your way around the languages, without necessarily being super versed in them. Which is why I tend to like I was a big vocabulary geek when I was younger, to the point that I used to kind of like read the dictionary for fun, because noticing when I was young, I would notice that a lot of words kind of like have, you know, similar root words to even other languages, and I would just try to like figure out which ones had those connections. So technically, if I tried, it would have been fairly easy for me to learn one of the Spanish languages, but the only language I was really interested in learning growing up was Japanese, and I never really took up the opportunity to learn it when I had the chance. Yeah, French is kind of wild. Of all of those ones, French seems the hardest. I will say though, my boy Sepka, it's getting a little bit late for me. I gotta start prepping for work tomorrow, but I super appreciate your company hanging out with me, bro. Trust me, you don't know how much it means. Normally I don't get I don't get that much company during streams, so I would have probably ended a long time ago. But it was actually really fun having someone to talk with, so I appreciate you stopping by and keeping me company, bro. But definitely get yourself and your bro ready, cause I wanna be able to help you guys. Actually, are we even on the same? I think we should be able to play together. I think we should. I'll question it later. But get you guys ready for the raids. Make sure you get yourself to like at least 4.5 nullification, so you can at least do story mode. And yeah, let me know when you guys want to do more stuff. I will probably throw up stream more often, so you can always keep an eye out. Yon. I think I'm trying to remember if it's like yeah. We should be able to play together. It should be no problem as long as we're on mobile or PC. We're fine. Yeah, and I think last time you said you were, so we're all good. But I'm gonna give my son and my wifey a call, because they're on vacation visiting their her parents. So I'm gonna check up on them and see how they're doing, and then probably hit bed. But once again, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. I will catch you probably sometime tomorrow or during the week. Yeah, you should do that, especially because Mistrix is coming out soon, so you will at least have the chance of trying something new if you don't like the ones that are currently out. So I would say if you're still feeling this iffy on it, do give it a reconsideration for something else, because no point in playing if you're not enjoying what you're really playing. But yeah, thanks again, bro. Catch you later.